Hello, John Talley here with Partzilla.com. Today I'm going to show you how to bleed the brakes on our 2007 Suzuki GSXR 1000. Pretty simple to do. Just going to get it lifted up in the air so it's a little bit easier to get to. I'll go grab a couple of tools and I'll show you how to get it done. This is going to be a skill level 1, so it's really not going to be that tough. Let's go over some of the tools that you're going to need to get this accomplished. Just going to need a decent ratchet, 5mm Allen, an 8mm just wrench, and then a good Phillips screwdriver. Other than that, a length of 3/16 hose, some type of container to catch the fluid in, or if you want to swing for the fence, a vacuum made by Mityvac. Great little system, makes life a whole lot simpler. Other than that, as far as the parts you're going to need, just some DOT4 brake fluid. That's really all that's going to be required. And if you would, reference our exploded diagrams. That'll give you an overall picture of where each thing is located, whether it be the master cylinder for the brakes or the handbrakes, or more importantly, that reservoir for the rear brakes. So once you have your tools together, a little bit of brake fluid on hand, I'll walk over there and I'll show you how to get it done. First, we need to remove this little bracket that's holding the reservoir cap on. All right, with that off, we can start on the front, and where we're actually going to start is all the way up at the top of the master right here. So if we want to do that one first, then we'll drop down and do the actual calipers. First way is just going to be the manual, so go ahead and put your wrench on, then attach a pretty good length of hose to make it all the way up here. I'll use a shorter one down for the bottom. Then you just need something to catch the fluid in. What you want to do is pump this up, hold, release your valve, and then it'll start pumping it through. Close, pump it back up, and repeat. As you can tell, this is a slow process. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get my vacuum, and things will happen a lot faster. All right, still have our wrench in place. Go ahead and get our hose on. Now with the vacuum, all you have to do is open it up and then open the valve. Now you want to keep a sharp eye on your reservoir so it doesn't pull it through and start pulling air through. Open it up. See how fast it's dropping? Close that off. Makes quick work of it, doesn't it? All right, now we can drop down and do the calipers. First I'm going to do the right side, then we'll jump over and do the left. All right, we've got that cap off. It's pretty much full of fluid. We need to pull off this little dust cover down on the caliper itself. We're going to use an 8mm wrench, just a length of hose, and put that over the end of the bleeder nipple. Then you want some type of container to catch it. Tell you what, so that doesn't spray all over me. Gotta love zip ties. That ought to do it. So here's going to be the procedure. Let's pump it up, keep pressure on it. Going to open up the valve, and then it pushes some through. Close it, release, pump back up, and do it again. Now brake fluid typically, when it's new, it's pretty clear, and as it ages, well, it starts to look more and more like Coca-Cola. All right, this takes a while, but to get new fluid all the way down through, basically you want to go through an entire reservoir full to make sure you've got it flushed all the way through. You generally want to do this about I'd say at least every year, because as time goes by, the fluid, as it goes through a bunch of heat cycles, well, it starts to get a little tired, so to speak. Plus, brake fluid is what they call hygroscopic, so it'll actually pull in water through just the humidity in the air. So we don't want that getting in there and rusting out the cylinder bores. Let's go fill it up one more time, and then we'll switch over to the other side. Go ahead and pull that dust cap, get our wrench on, then go and get that hose put back on. Now open up your vacuum, and then we'll open the valve. Make sure this is snug down. We can put our dust cap on. so we don't want dirt and whatnot getting in there. Let's refill it one more time. Now, let's turn our attention to the rear brake system. To get to our reservoir, it's actually tucked up behind the rear tail section. So what I'm going to do is unbolt it. Let's see if we can bring it around to the outside. Yeah, I think we're going to do it just like that. Do try to be careful not to spill any on your frame because it will eat your paint up. Let's go ahead and get her cap pulled off. Let's go ahead and top it off. Don't ever fill it. Now, we'll go ahead and get our hose connected to the bleeder valve in the back with our wrench and do it the manual way first. Now we just need to pump it up, hold, and release the valve. There. And close, pump back up, and release. Just keep doing that over and over again. Unless you happen to have that vacuum bleeder, top off our reservoir, turn it on, and open up our valve. All right, now we can go ahead and set our level. These aren't brand new brake pads, so I only want to take it about halfway up. We're going to stop there. Now make sure we don't have any debris on this little diaphragm. You've got this little plastic piece, which allows it to breathe somewhat. Then your cap. Feed it back around that rear subframe and bolt it back up. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps this one up. Not that tough to do, especially if you have that little that vacuum from Mityvac. Well, listen, if you need any of the parts that we use, specifically that .4 brake fluid, why don't you come see us at Partzilla.com and we can get you taken care of. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the section below and I'll do my best to answer them. Until next time, I just want to say thanks for watching.